First of all, he's one of the smartest guys I've ever talked to. Firas is a f***ing genius, legitimate genius. Knows everything about MMA. I mean, there's not a stone unturned. And he coached GSP.
We're at TriStar. I'm with the master himself, Firas Zahabi.
How much would it cost for us to get in the ring?
No money in the world will be able to do this.
Imagine a coach whose mere mention invokes awe and admiration in the martial arts community. A coach who has transformed ordinary fighters into legends.
For well over a decade, George St-Pierre exemplified excellence both in and out of the octagon.
With belts, titles, and a legacy that will endure for generations. This same coach refuses to train with women.
I have my own personal reasons. Like, I'll tell you something. I personally, as a trainer, as a coach, I never wrestle with my female students. Okay, I don't grapple with them.
But don't worry, we'll get back to that. Meet Firas Zahabi, the renowned MMA trainer whose unique approach has revolutionized the sport. With a keen eye for detail and a relentless pursuit of excellence, Firas has produced some of the most dominant fighters in the UFC, including former champions George St-Pierre and Rory MacDonald. But there's more to Firas than just his impressive track record. He is a devoted father, a loving husband, and a mentor to a new generation of fighters who aspire to greatness.
I already thought that.
If I was a young man and I was thinking about fighting, I think I'd move to Montreal.
Chapter 1. Background and Early Beginnings. On April 21st, 1980, Lebanese-born Firas Zahabi entered the world. He came to Canada as a child and spent his childhood in Montreal. After beginning Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu training at the Gracie Barra Montreal School in 1999, Zahabi rapidly rose to prominence among his peers. Zahabi's interest in MMA began after he saw UFC 2, in which Royce Gracie won by submission using Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and his love for martial arts grew. Zahabi began training in mixed martial arts at the TriStar Gym in Montreal, where he became a student of head coach Conrad Pla. After several years of training, Zahabi became a coach at TriStar Gym and eventually took over as head coach in 2009. Under Firas Zahabi's leadership, TriStar Gym became one of the most renowned and respected martial arts gyms in the world. Zahabi's coaching philosophy is focused not only on developing the technical skills of his fighters, but also on the mental and emotional aspects of the sport. He emphasizes the importance of discipline, focus, and a positive attitude, both in training and in life. I currently train at TriStar Gym and have personally rolled with Firas. His level of BJJ is incredible. I learn from him on and off the mats. Great human being. Zahabi is also known for his analytical approach to coaching, studying and analyzing footage of his fighters and their opponents to develop specific game plans for each individual. His attention to detail and ability to adapt to changing circumstances have earned him the respect and admiration of his peers and students alike. All of these can be seen on his social media handles, as he is always posting educational MMA videos. Chapter 2. Meeting Legends. After getting his blue belt and becoming a part-time coach in BJJ, he met with John Danaher. Seeing how good John was, Zahabi started making trips to New York, where he would train with John at the Renzo Gracie Academy. Getting a black belt from John wasn't an easy feat, but in 2011, he finally earned it. Firas picked up a lot from John, and one was hard work. Compared to other BJJ schools in the world, John Danaher and Zahabi's schools are the hardest to get a black belt. You'll need to prove yourself several times on the mat.
I want to talk about how I heard about you first. I was, of course, training with George, and he went to New York, and he told me, I got tapped out 5 times in 5 minutes by a guy named John.
Years after Firas bought his gym, TriStar, from Plaz, he met with UFC fighter George St-Pierre, who even then was considered one of the best fighters in the world. GSP was just coming off the biggest loss of his career at UFC 69 against Matt Serra. After the defeat, GSP was searching for a new MMA coach to help him start over. Since he was also a Quebec native, he and Firas hit it off right away. As it turned out, they became one of the greatest combos in mixed martial arts. Chapter 3. Controversies. Firas Zahabi is a coach who is passionate about martial arts and has devoted his life to its practice and teaching. However, there are some controversies surrounding the sport that he isn't afraid to talk about. One of them is the use of performance-enhancing drugs, PEDs. In an interview, Firas stated that PED use in jiu-jitsu is more common than in MMA.
Competitively in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, it seems to be one of the most drug-ridden
Oh my
sports.
god. Oh my god. It's worse than MMA.
And it is affecting the sport in a negative way. He pointed out that PEDs can give athletes an unfair advantage, and the rampant use of these substances in local tournaments is creating an uneven playing field. Firas is a firm believer in fair play, and he thinks that PED use should be banned in all sports. Firas has also been vocal about the need for more transparency in the martial arts community. He believes that there should be more regulation and oversight of tournaments to prevent cheating and to ensure that athletes are competing on a level playing field. While Firas Zahabi loves Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and has trained countless men and women in his gym, there is one thing he is clear on: he does not personally roll with women. This decision, not born out of any lack of respect for his female students or an indication of any discomfort with them. Instead, he explained that he's wary of having any sexual thoughts or desires with women other than his wife, which could potentially lead to an inappropriate situation.
You guys are far above me. You guys are far superior in spiritual understanding, and the girl's mountain on top of you. No, not a single impure thought has entered my mind. Come on, boys. Come on. Have you been castrated?
Before we continue with the video, be sure to subscribe and comment "I sub" to enter in our monthly shout-out giveaway. And now, let's get back into it. Chapter 4: Family Life. Firas Zahabi is not just a dedicated martial artist and a coach. He is also a loving husband and father. He has been married to his wife, Tammy, for over a decade, and together they have 3 children. As a family, they are a true inspiration to many, with Firas always finding the time to balance his passion for martial arts with the demands of fatherhood, as he is always training his children.
Of my children rolling. You asked, and look, I was able to.
But Firas's influence doesn't stop with his family. He is also dedicated to teaching the younger generation at his gym. His training sessions for children are focused on instilling discipline, respect, and self-confidence. Through his teaching, Firas helps these young fighters develop their potential, not just in martial arts, but in all aspects of their lives. Firas emphasizes the importance of self-defense for men, not only to protect themselves, but also to safeguard their loved ones. He advises men to learn self-defense techniques to boost their confidence and readiness to face any challenge. For Firas, self-defense is not about violence or aggression, but rather being prepared and having the necessary skills and knowledge to protect oneself and others.